The eagle, the yard, and the body. The eagle once lived among the chickens. But before judging either, you must understand the design. Scripture says the body is one, yet made of many members. Each part different, each part necessary. The chickens were not foolish. They were faithful to their assignment. The ground was their calling. It taught them patience. It taught them watchfulness. It taught them how to guard what had been planted. They rose early. They worked close together. When danger came, their warning cry saved lives. The ground needed them, just as the body needs hands to touch, to tend, to serve. They were not called to soar. They were called to stay, and staying was not weakness, it was obedience. To the chickens, the sky was not promise, it was peril. Threats descended from above. Storms formed above. Death often came from above, so they learned discernment for their realm. Scripture says, not every eye sees the same way, not every foot walks the same path. And that is why the eagle disturbed them, because he was not a hand, he was an eye. He spoke of distance, perspective, and heights, things the ground could not explain. When the eagle returned and said, there is more, they heard, what you are is not enough. Fear answered before faith. They said, you left the body. But what they meant was, you stopped functioning like us. Yet Scripture never says the eye must become a hand, or the hand must become an eye. Unity was never uniformity. They accused him of pride, of abandonment, of disloyalty. Not because he lacked love, but because his obedience exposed difference. They wanted him back in the dust, not because the dust was holy, but because it was familiar. But the eagle had learned something in the sky. Calling is not chosen by consensus, and purpose cannot survive in the wrong environment. He spread his wings, not in defiance, but in truth. If the whole body were a hand, he said, how would it see? If the whole body stayed on the ground, who would watch the horizon? Wind rises softly. I am not above you, he said. I am assigned elsewhere, and you are not lesser, you are essential. But we cannot strive the same way. And with that he rose again. From above he saw harmony, not hierarchy. The ground faithful in its labor. The sky faithful in its watch. One cultivating, one discerning, one sustaining life, one protecting vision. Scripture was right. The body works only when every member operates in its proper place. The problem is not difference. The problem is confusion of assignment. Some are called to plant, some to water, some to watch from above. But chickens and eagles cannot strive together, because striving requires shared environment, not shared value. Know your calling.